Today we're going to talk about North Korean kindness education. Kindness education is a unique educational system in North Korea. It is deeply embedded in the political and social fabric of North Korea. At the core of this education is the cultivation of deep affection and absolute loyalty to the country's leaders, especially the worship of the Kim Jong-un family. Kindness education can be said to run through the life of an ordinary North Korean. The origin of benevolence education in North Korea can be traced back to the period of Kim Il-sung and is closely related to the national development process of North Korea. Since the liberation of North Korea by Kim Il-sung, the North Korean people have maintained a high sense of gratitude for the three leaders of the Kim family. This kind of education system guides people to cultivate and strengthen their worship and loyalty to leaders almost from the root. North Korea's benevolent education begins with its citizens being educated, and children are inculcated with the ideology that the leader is omnipotent and supreme. Therefore, it can be said that the education of kindness began with the establishment of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, that is, from 1948 onwards. Beginning in elementary school, North Korean students are taught the childhood stories and revolutionary histories of Kim Il-sung, Kim Jong-il, and Kim Jong-un, which are designed to foster admiration and gratitude for their leaders, at the same time participating in school construction, providing firewood for school heating in winter, repairing school equipment and facilities. Donating goods and other social practice activities from the primary school stage are also regarded as part of the kindness education. In North Korea, middle and high school students do not have regular history classes. Instead, they learn the history of the Kim Il-sung, Kim Jong-il, and Kim Jong-suk revolutions, and learn the personal revolutionary history of several generations of leaders to understand the spirit of leaders. North Korean boys are taught military lessons, including military skills such as march shooting, reading and drawing military maps, and fighting in small groups. Girls learn a variety of production and life skills, and each school can be regarded as a half-military school. The main purpose of benevolence education is to ensure political stability and foster loyalty among the people to their leaders. By instilling worship and gratitude for the leader from an early age, the North Korean government can ensure the loyalty and support of its people. And kindness education helps preserve the Kim family's power, reinforcing the legitimacy of the Kim family's rule by emphasizing the sanctity of the Baekdu bloodline. Kindness education gives North Koreans a deep emotional identity with the country's leader, whom they regard as their spiritual sustenance, even more than anything else in life, and helps to consolidate the Kim family's regime, which is strengthened by emphasizing the inheritance of blood and the irreplicability of the leader. Benevolent education has formed the political and social rules unique to North Korea, and the people have formed their own way of survival under the guidance of leaders. The international community has doubts and criticism of North Korea's political system, which has limited diplomatic and political exchanges. The stark differences between North Korea's political system and Western democracies have increased the country's isolation on the international stage. On the one hand, there are those who believe that this kind of education gives North Koreans a deep emotional identification with their leader, which is real, not fake. On the other hand, there is also a view that the education of kindness is a kind of deformity that cannot be ignored, which forms the political and social rules unique to North Korea, but also limits the people's thinking and behavior. Some analysts point out that in the years since Kim Jong-un took office, the so-called kindness education in North Korea has been diluted, but it continues to maintain a strong momentum in ideological and political education. This may mean that North Korea has adjusted the form and intensity of benevolence education to a certain extent while maintaining the education of loyalty and national identity to the leader.